I owe a debt of gratitude to you, as everyone in this room probably does. But I also owe a debt of thousands of dollars to the federal government because I went to film school.
Did you?
I did.
Which one did you go to?
I went to San Francisco State University.
Yeah, safe.
How'd it go?
No, I graduated in 2011, and I just got an unpaid job last week. So, but I'm fucking happy. I'm happy. And the only thing that's like kept the gun out of my mouth, sorry, getting real here, is, I got through college on your podcast. I got through after college on your podcast. It gave me hope. I want to be an academic. So my question to you, do you think film education is necessary, and how would you change it today? Steven Spielberg and George Lucas are saying, hey, guys, fuck the film industry. It's going to change what you're going into. What would you do if you were Professor Kevin Smith, which I see you as?
So you mean I get to play doctor?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What would I do? Is that the question? Or what would I be teaching? Or what do I... There's a lot of questions there. So
you went to film school, kind of.
I did go to film school and dropped out, so I'm the worst guy to ask, because I've been saying since then, my philosophy was always like, you don't need film school. If you want to learn how to shoot or operate equipment, like a camera or DP, absolutely, you should. Maybe you could go to film school. If you want to be a film historian, film critic, write about film, absolutely go to film school. But for the two jobs that I wanted to do, which was write and direct, that can't be taught. Like, writing is just something you can innately do or not do. And the nice thing about writing is, like, it's practice oriented. So even if you can't do it to begin with, you can will yourself to be a better writer simply by doing it over and over and over again. And writing over and over and over again never feels like work, because nothing approaches godhood like writing. A lot of people tell you, like, oh, having a baby is like being God. Yes, for the woman. But for a guy, we don't have fucking anything. We're just like, I gave a little bit of sperm. That's about it. So the closest thing you can get to, like, truly creating a world, and also, like, having a baby is beautiful, but that's one person. Crafting a whole fucking world, people's internal monologues, where they're going to go, what they're going to do, making it all seem real for like an hour and a half, 2 hours or something like that. It's the most fun I think you could ever have in life outside of coming, because it's just creative and fucking awesome.
Can I throw a Shakespeare quote at you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, one of the sonnets, see, I went to fucking film school. I don't know why I'm quoting off Shakespeare, but I have a pork pie hat. I'm cool. Anyway, in one of the sonnets, he basically said, to live beyond your death, you either have to sire a child, have, pass something on, or write. And I think that rings true today.
Oh, absolutely.
You're going to live long beyond, hardly everyone. You're going to live in our minds, in our hearts, and you're going to be the guy who 37. Every time we're going to hear that number, we're going to think about...
Wait, you're talking about my death now? Dude, I got some time. I'm not a completely unhealthy 43.
I know.
Here's what I felt like when I went to film school, man. Writing, you can or you can't. It's that simple. Directing didn't come down to what you were taught in the classroom. Directing, I think everybody can do and anybody could do, and you should all try at one point in your life. And now that you got smartphones and cameras in them, try shooting something. It's real fucking fun. But directing isn't about, like, having an insanely grand vision. For some directors, it absolutely is, and we get some really cool looking movies. But directing is all about, like, communication. If you can communicate to somebody else, if you can communicate a thought, you can direct. It's that simple. It's like I need you to be like, snooch to the nooch.
Snooch to the nooch.
I've directed, So if you could do that, if you could converse with somebody without getting into a fucking, like, fist fight, like, do it my way. Find a way to compromise on things that you don't necessarily see eye to eye on and stuff, but mostly always understand that whoever you're working with all they're trying to do is bring your vision to life. Like, they're just, whether it's cast or crew, they're all trying to pull that picture out of your head as the filmmaker, the picture that you have that everyone can't see. I mean, that's all they're trying to do. So you remember that, and you treat everyone courteously, and you treat everybody, people bring fucking coffee the same way you treat your fucking producer and vice fucking versa. Anybody can do this job. That's what I've been saying for 20 years. So directing, I felt like writing and directing, I didn't need to go to film school. That's why I dropped out. I did it for 4 months, and then I was just like, I don't know. I came here with the idea of getting my hands on equipment, learning how to operate a camera, learning how to operate sound, the Nagra, the sound recording device at the time, and then take it back to my friends and try to make a flick. And for the first few months of film school that I went to, there was a lot of theory, a lot of like people telling me about what they thought about movies and stuff. So that's when I cut and ran, because I was just like, I'd rather save some of that tuition money, just put it into a movie, because the best school of all is going to be practice, hands-on fucking practice. And I said if I could just keep the budget low enough, if it's under what a year of film school would have cost me, like I think at the time NYU was like $40,000. So I was like, if the movie's under $40,000, I could always look at it as like, this is my film school. So for me personally, you know, I've spoken at many fucking schools, many film schools. I do Film School Fridays as a podcast at the Los Angeles Film School this semester. We just started recently, again for the second run of that podcast. But as much as I've been at schools, I always tell them when they ask me, I'm just like, this is great. And if you're getting something out of it, that's the best part. The best part is meeting like-minded individuals who you will take with you into battle when you try to go make your art or self-express. Like the best thing that came out of film school for me was Scott Mosier, my producer, and Dave Klein, my DP. So thank God I went, because I got something good out of it in that aspect. But generally speaking, for the last 20 years, all I've ever said is like, you don't have to go to film school to do those two jobs, to write and direct. You just need to be a dreamer, and you need to have a sense of how things should be. Like, I didn't know there was a name for it. You know, when I realized I was a director, it was like, my brother is as gay as the day is long. And he told me about the day that he realized he was gay and shit. And I was like, oh, right on. And it was this big moment of confluence of events where he's like, now everything fucking makes sense. I had a similar moment, but it wasn't about dick. It was about film, you know, where suddenly everything just fucking made sense in my life. I'd never understood why, like, I could be on a playground and telling people, you're the fucking stormtrooper, you're Ben Kenobi, I'm Darth Vader, now go, you know. And why later in life, like in acting and stuff, why I would be like, say it like this. And blah, blah, blah. It all just kind of made sense later in life where I was like, oh, I'm a director. That's why I feel this way. So you don't need to go to film school for that. It helps, and you'll meet cool people who will help you, and you'll have access to great equipment, but it'll cost you with the tuition. But if you feel it in you, I mean, this is too late to tell you. You finished film school.
No. I'm on the theory side. So I did the right thing.
Oh, so you did the right thing. Good.
No, I mean, I did the wrong thing. I got a degree in theory.
You got a degree in theory.
I can't get a job.
Yeah, well.
Can you hire me?
Yeah. What can you do? Besides theorize?
I could criticize.
Oh, no.
And,
you know what a warm spot I have for critics.